Of all the games we played in May, why were these our favourites?
Hi, I'm Libby, this is Julian, and together we make up BoxedMeeples. Today we are talking about our favourite games that we played in the month of May.
Now, the favourite game I have picked this month isn't entirely a new game, but it was new to us, and it's certainly new to my daughters. It's Andor, the Family Fantasy Game. Now, the reason I've picked this is not for the amount of enjoyment I had, but it's the amount of enjoyment that they had. We played the first few rounds of this, and we've played obviously many games similar to this, including obviously the original Legend of Andor. But this game from Cosmos really ignited their enthusiasm for the game. In case anyone doesn't know, it's quite a simple kind of adventure game where you're playing kind of fantasy types, you know, the usual wizard and archer and dwarf, and you're going around completing objectives before you can then complete a larger objective. Now, there are kind of 4 different scenarios in this box, but then you can mix it up and play it again and again afterwards. And the gameplay was very simple, quick for us to explain to them.
They were certainly sucked in by the fact that you have to save some wolf pups.
That helped.
So the whole thematic thread of having to go and find the pups and save them, I mean, that just won them over immediately, let alone the sort of mechanisms that were new to them.
Yeah, and we have played kind of cooperative games in the past. We've talked about Star Wars The Clone Wars is the one that immediately springs to mind. So we've played quite a lot of cooperative games. Which works quite well, I think, for family modes, because then you all win or you all lose. There's no kind of big loser in. But what was great about this is they were making their own decisions. We would discuss as we went. I think it'd be good if the dwarf did this because you can get through the tunnels, or it'd be good if the wizard fought that foe because they're more likely to get an instant kill from them. But they were able to make their own decisions as they went.
Yeah, and it was interesting to see that sort of click and then make those decisions before someone suggests, we could do this because of that, we could do that. They were then saying, well, I'll do that because I'm good at such and such. And it was so nice to see them sort of realise what their specialty is and how to double down on it.
But the real magic moment came at the end of one of the scenarios. We had to find one more wolf pup to win. And we had the dragon, which is basically a counter for how long you have left, a few spots away from the town. We were then revealing the counters in the mine. If it was a dragon revealed and you rolled a dice and it's more than 2, we would have lost. But if we turned over that token and it was a wolf, we would have won. And I could feel the kind of palpable excitement in the air as we flipped over that token to see if we're going to be successful or if we're going to lose. And when we got to reveal it, and it was the wolf pup, they leapt out of their chairs. They were so excited.
They were practically dancing around the table.
I missed that feeling because the more games we play, the more we kind of get used to that excitement feeling, and it gets diluted. But for them, it was kind of just raw and real, and it was so wonderful to see them experience that, to experience the things that we love about playing board games, and that just made us want to play it more and more. And even still, when during the week they're saying, could we play Andor again the weekend, and they're deciding to come up with the character names and things like that. And it's always great when you don't feel like you're encouraging people to join in your hobby, but they're actually asking to participate. And I had so many special moments with this game that I just wasn't expecting. So yeah, thoroughly big thumbs up for Andor, the Family Fantasy Game. And if we had played this as extensively, it would have been in our recent list we did of top 10 children's games for older children. It would have certainly been in there.
Yeah, it was a little bit late to the party, that one. And talking of late to the party, I've probably been slightly late to the party on Wonderland's War. But we got it to the table this month for the first time. I picked up a copy at AirCon and was very pleased to do so. And just really enjoyed it. I think sort of worth the hype. It's got so many different elements in it that I really found to be super, super fun. I love that sort of, we call it a ratchet system, don't you, where you can move forward but then you have to go around in the timer of whilst you're at the tea party trying to get these different cards. And of course there's that sort of push your luck pulling from the bag, and that fun of sort of 1, 2, 3 reveal of your tokens as you're warring away with your other Wonderlandians. And there's so many nice choices you can choose to sort of, can you pick some Wonderlandians to help you? Are you going to upgrade your character and let them do more interesting things, and they become more and more asymmetric the more you do that? And their special powers are really interesting. You know, someone needs to take a shard. Oh no, you take 2 because you did this, and that's my power. Or whatever it happens to be. I mean, Alice goes the opposite way to everyone else.
I really like the one who drops in the poison, because then they go in the bag and you kind of forget that they're there until you annoyingly pull it out. It's like, oh, you poisoned me like 2 rounds ago.
Yeah, I just think so many fun things going on, so many like different decisions, so many elements of this game that sort of make up as a whole. You've got the tea party stage, you've got the warring stage, and you're also kind of thinking about who's joining your party, how am I upgrading, and am I unlocking my discs along the side, all these things that you're trying to do, but it meshes really well together. And the artwork I absolutely adore. I think the colours are so amazing, and we just had a lot of fun, as I say, especially in that chip pulling stage. I really the drama hikes up.
Yeah, the spectacle of that, and have similar games like Quacks, you're drawing them individually, and there isn't that kind of big spectacle of everyone dropping them and revealing them. Even when you bluff and you're pretending, am I going to participate? Oh, I've not dropped anything, I'm out of this battle.
Yeah, those moments are amazing.
And the tension of knowing that push your luck element of do I stick in this battle hoping to win, or do I bail out now to kind of get the rewards? I think there's so many cunning mechanisms that gel together.
And that timing of, because you're going to be doing probably several battles around that you've sort of got your parties in. So are you sort of half-heartedly going into one to sort of maybe meet a mission that you just finish on an even number or something simple like that, but everyone thinks that you might be going in guns blazing for that one, when actually you're holding fire, trying to keep as many tokens as you can in order to do the next battle along the way, or you're hoping to push everything only to refresh your bag so that you can go in further with a fresh bag full of stuff, know that you're going to be one of the strongest ones in for that one. So all those little elements going on is just so fun.
It's I can see why people are so excited about this, and why it's had good praise. And obviously you didn't get the super deluxe one.
No.
But I think this kind of base version still looks pretty special.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah. We might get a few sort of like token things for the capsules, so we'll see what happens. Watch this space with that. But yeah, it was super fun. I can see us playing it again and again, and it really brings that like fun vibe to the table, even though it's a gritty game. So yeah, my game for May.
What games have you been playing in May that you really enjoyed? Do let us know down in the comments below, or indeed what games you suggest, having heard that we've really enjoyed Andor and obviously Wonderland's War. Do let us know what games you suggest, having had these.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you. And of course, if you're not yet subscribed, then please do push that little button to subscribe, like the video, and comment. As Julian said, we are BoxedMeeples, and we do 2 to 3 videos a week, all about board games.
And as always, thank you so much for watching.
Bye.